Hey, it's Councilman Salters and
Councilman Grove.
we got it right. And we're here with your council recap for the end of September. We were actually there for an hour tonight.
Yes, it was. Yeah, got a little tiring.
It was good. We went over the budget tonight, which is very important. Probably the most important thing we do as a council. Budget, Washington Avenue. We actually talked sidewalks.
Yes, we did. I got to ask Reedy Financial, which is a group that comes in and helps go through our budget line item by line item. Really clarifies things. It was a very interesting meeting to come to, and we had a pretty full house. It was kind of nice to see. But I did ask about sidewalks because we were told that the famous list will not be cleared off this year, and we really wanted to see that happen. And I addressed that with Reedy, and he seemed very promising that the money is there. We're going to find it, and we're going to get the sidewalks done.
Yeah, I think the way that he put it was, we're going to look around and we're going to find it.
Yeah.
And if that's a priority for you, things can be found, and that's always nice to hear.
It certainly is, yeah. But that's always been a big concern of us, so we're going to get it done.
Yeah, so kind of to start off the meeting, we talked a little bit about the Washington Avenue project. And for those that don't know, basically from Emerson all the way to Bell Crossing, you're going to see a complete redo of Washington Avenue. Sidewalks, drainage, basically a new complete road. Think 2nd Street. All right, what we did with 2nd Street, that's going to happen to Washington Avenue from Emerson to Bell Crossing. Now, this is kind of the beginning stages. I'll have to throw in Main Street with this. It does take a couple years to get this process together because this is a huge project, but it's going to be amazing when it's done. Obviously, there's some bumps in the road that you have to go through. We did that with 2nd Street, but I don't think anybody would complain that, hey, what happened with 2nd Street is fantastic. What's going to happen on Washington Avenue is going to be just as good.
And it's going to go by fast.
Yeah.
We're going to be here in a couple of years saying, can't believe we're starting the project and getting it complete. Because I can remember when we first started talking Main Street, it really came full circle fast.
Yeah, and speaking of Main Street, if you haven't been down there during those open times from 3:30 in the afternoon to 8:30 in the morning, go drive down there. It's a complete new look for that area on Main Street, down by the new Hobby Lobby property.
That's off the roundabout.
I know, right by the roundabout.
You're going to take the first exit off the roundabout. Yeah.
If you go down there and take a look, that's we had that ordinance with the Complete Streets program where you talk about sidewalks, you talk about bike lanes, you talk about making the roads complete and making them suitable for traffic, for pedestrians, for bike riders. And if you take a look at that, that's kind of the vision that we have for all roads and streets in the city of Vincennes. It's really nice.
Yeah, keep in mind it's not complete. There's still another layer of asphalt to go on.
Yes.
And there's a lot of cleaning up to do, but it's going to be beautiful.
And I think the completion date is scheduled for November 15th.
Yeah.
But our city engineer has said that that'll be done beforehand.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's getting closer and closer to getting done. But take a look out there because that's kind of the vision and that's kind of where we're going when it talks about street repair in the city of Vincennes. The biggest thing that we did talk about was budgets. And the best thing to hear is the city of Vincennes is really in a financially good place.
He kept saying, we set the precedent for a lot of cities. We're so lucky to be in the position that we're in right now. And, again, it's from wise spending, good department heads, utilizing the funds properly. I think we're in such a good place right now.
We're really blessed to have really strong department heads that really know their budgets like the back of their hands. And our mayor really puts in a lot of hard work. I mean, that's a big thing that he does. I mean, it's not just something that he does in a month. We're talking, maybe half the year to 3/4 of the year. They're really working hard on getting the budgets set, trying to get the best estimates that you can, because it's a moving target. We really don't know where those circuit breakers are going to fall and how much money is going to come into the city. So they do a really good job of, hey, this is what we have, this is what we can spend, this is what we can't. And you got to tip your hats to that. It makes our job a lot easier.
Yeah, sure does.
So we kind of went through those, and it kind of went through, here's things you need to be looking out for, here's the projects that you're doing, and it really kind of put a good light on the finance of the city of Vincennes, because I can remember 8 years ago, I mean, it was gloom and doom around here. But now we're at a spot where we're looking at expanding projects that we're doing different things, allocating money in different areas where other cities can't. And that's a really good spot for us to be in. It makes us extremely competitive, and it makes us extremely desirable for people that want to be a part of our community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what we're aiming for.
Yeah, and that also hit too on the sidewalk thing, because that's just, we got to recap that. That's really important to us. We have districts like Councilman Grove's district that really need sidewalks rebuilt. You've got trees that have uprooted those sidewalks that need to be taken care of. You've got areas like District 5 that don't even have sidewalks. And then you've got...
It's frustrating for somebody to pay their taxes and they don't have the same amenities as other places do. So we really need to look at those areas without sidewalks as just as hard as those areas with broken sidewalks and unkept sidewalks. So it's just a growing project.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that you just don't really think about it until you've gone to all the different districts, because you'd be like, oh, well, District 5 doesn't have a lot of sidewalks. Who would have even thought about that? Because it's not something that you kind of talk about, because we're always talking about improving the sidewalks that we already have.
Right.
So, that was kind of the gist of the meeting. One of the things that we've been getting a lot of questions on was last meeting, like some of the questions that we brought up during claims. The big thing that we want to make sure that we emphasize is we want to talk more about things that we spend. We want to talk about more projects that we do. We want to kind of open that up more to the public. That was kind of our biggest issue when we talked about that, because for us, the more perspectives that we can get on something, the more that we can talk over with not just the community, but fellow council members, because we're going to have different opinions. And Councilman Grove and I did have different opinions on things, and we thought we were going to be able to talk about those things, and we didn't get that opportunity. Hopefully moving forward, we're going to see a process kind of change where we do talk more about what's going on in committees, in certain departments, and projects that other council want to do, because that's how we keep each other informed. That's how we get other ideas in, and that's what we want to see. More openness, more transparency. You've heard me say it 100 times, but it's extremely important.
It is.
And that's what we want to keep going
government should work.
Yeah. And we're
that's
a
what we're
community.
moving forward.
Yeah, that's what we're going to. Think about it. We go to the store together, we spend time together, we're a community together.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be hard for us to be able to talk together and try to make the best decision as a group. Well, other than that, September council meetings are over.
Over.
October's right here.
Hey, first day of fall is today,
First
right?
day
Right? And it feels kind of like fall.
It feels,
so,
well, I wouldn't say it feels like
you know
fall.
what's
It
a
feels
good day
better.
for? It's a good day for food trucks. Right over there, I
on
can
the wall
smell
back.
them.
We got 2 meetings left till the election.
Yeah, well, that's scary.
And I don't think it's scary. I'm excited.
Yeah, well.
So hey, until next time, I think we're even going to have a special guest with us on the council recap next time.
Yeah, okay.
Councilwoman Brees has asked if she could do the council recap with us. Hey, if you want to be an elected official, wants to come talk with us, we want to make sure that there's a platform to be able to do that.
Bring it
Obviously,
on. Yeah.
we're elected officials.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we're available.
Just trying to get the word out.
Yeah.
Nobody would come see us, so we're bringing the word to you.
Hey, if you want to come be a part of this, you ask, you want to do these things, of course. We're going to let people do those things because it's about that openness and transparency. So, until October.